Alright guys, welcome back to the AI Mentor YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see the latest release of the Midjourney, which is the Midjourney version 5.1. And we are going to compare the version 5.1 with the version 5 and talk about what are the recent updates that Midjourney has in its latest version. So if you want to learn to create amazing artworks by using the Midjourney and all the updates about the Midjourney, then make sure to check out the description where you will find the link of the Midjourney Masterclass. And recently it is on great discount. So if you want, then make sure to check this out and let's move forward. Alright, so first of all, let's talk about what are the latest updates in the Midjourney. Here, if we see, this is the official announcement from the Midjourney. They are saying we are testing a version 5.1 image system, which is the successor of the version 5, which is previously launched last month. And here it is saying version 5.1 is more opinionated like the version 4. It means that now with simple prompt, you can create amazing artworks. Just like the version 4 of Midjourney, we all know that we don't have to provide complicated prompts with much more detailings. We just need to write simple keywords and then the Midjourney will provide us amazing artworks. Now same with the Midjourney 5.1. It works similar like version 4, which allows you to create amazing artworks with fewer or less detailed prompts, and it is much easier to use with shorter prompts. So this is the first thing that it changes. Second, there is an unopinionated mode for version 5.1, which is similar to the version 5 default. And in version 5, as we all know that we need to write much more detailed and complicated prompts to generate our artwork, but at the same time, it will provide you the flexibility to shape your artwork in whatever way you want. So for that, they created a separate mode, which is now called the raw mode. In the raw mode, it works at the Midjourney version 5 default, and by default the newer version is updated, which is the 5.1, where you can create some amazing artworks. So we will compare both of them and see what is the difference between them within a few seconds. But let's see the other changes. Here we have the higher coherence, more accuracy to text prompt, fewer unwanted borders or text artifact, as we all know that unwanted borders and the frames in our artworks and unwanted text artifacts is the biggest issue of the Midjourney till now. And it is saying that in the version 5.1, they have removed these things. And finally, we have improved sharpness so that we will get the sharper artworks. Then it says how to enable it. We can just enable it by using the --v 5.1 after our prompt, or we can go to the settings and enable the version 5.1 or the raw mode based on our requirements. Alright, so these are the updates. Now let's go back to our Midjourney server and let's create some amazing artworks by using the Midjourney version 5.1 and the version 5. So first of all, what we are going to give is we are just giving to write a simple prompt of a one word, which is a cat. And by default, version 5.1 is selected. So we are going to see what it is going to create for us with this single keyword without having any sort of details. So until it is progressing, here we can see the Midjourney 5.1 is selected by default. Now let's do the same prompt again, but with the Midjourney version 5. So here we will write again, imagine cat, and we will specify --v5. Okay, then hit the enter key. And once both of the images will be finished, I will show them side by side and we will see what are the differences between them. And in order to do the comparison much better, what we need to do is we will also see the same prompt with the Midjourney version 4 so that we can clearly notice the difference. --v4, and here we have all the three prompts. Now we can see the first prompt is already finished, and these are all of the artworks that it has created for us. We will open this link in a new tab so that we can zoom in and see the details properly. In this first image, it has a robotic cat, which is a brown color. Robotic or artistic, it has something on his skin, which is some kind of paint and architectural stuff. And it is looking really amazing. But with the single keyword cat, it applied this kind of theme where the first three images like first, second, and third are same, but the fourth have a specific and different styles. These kind of hairs, curly hairs or wavy hairs. And basically the thing is it created all kind of random artworks for us because we haven't specified a specific style. And every time we run this prompt, we will get another styles. Okay, so all of them are really good The detailings is amazing. If we zoom in, we can see there is no distortions or the unnecessary frames that we don't want. As Midjourney says that in 5.1, it has removed the distorted fingers, eyes, and the ears, because in all of these artworks, we can see everything is just pixel perfect and they are amazing artworks. Now, let's take a look at our another prompt, which is by using the Midjourney version 5. Here it created these 4 different cats. This time we can see some photographic effects on the cat artworks. The first is a real photo, but if we take a close look, we can see above the ears we have these unwanted hairs that are not looking too good, and it has just created unnecessary hairs, but the other things are really amazing. Similarly, here we have, if we take a look at below, we have some kind of unwanted text this side. Okay, so let's scroll like this and let's zoom in more so that we can see. So here we have this unwanted text added. The styles are amazing. The watercolor cat is really good in the 4th version also, and the 1st and 3rd images are more of a photo than an artwork, but this is how basically the Midjourney version 5 works. And this is the difference between the version 5 and the version 5.1, where we can see the accuracy is more in 5.1, but it provided some random styles for you. Now let's also see the results of the Midjourney version 4. Here we have the version 4, open link. And in this version, now we can say the detailings are good. All of them are photos, and we have different kind of lighting effects and the background. And 4th is looking really amazing. But this is the basic difference between the version 5.1, 5 and the 4. If we don't specify anything, then the 5 will generate amazing kind of styles for you. The 4th and 5th have one thing in common, that they have more of a photograph themed. But if we take a look at the artwork of version 5.1, here we can clearly say that it added amazing kind of different styles. We need to use lesser keywords and it can add styles without needing you to provide intricate details of the prompts. Okay, so let's try out on some another example. So here we have the another example. So what we can write here is a photorealistic portrait of a female Viking in version 4. And once all of these things will be progressed, I will show you the difference between all of them. Alright, so now our results are ready. This is the version 4 result that we can see right here. Let's open all of them one by one in the new link so that we can compare them side by side. This is the version. This is the 4th one. This is 5.1 and this is the version 5. Okay, so we will assign them like this is 4, and if we see the images are flat 2D kind of icons, we can't see the real depth of field and too much detailings in our artworks. We have a simple photos of a female Viking warrior. We can't say that these are warriors or whatever. And this is the version 5. Here it added more photorealism and the depth of field is really amazing along with the cinematic tone of the overall image. So this is what the version 5 is, and this is version 5.1. Here, if we zoom in, we can see the sharpness of images is really to the next level. We can't even have any textures on the skin. You can see these unwanted dots and stuff is there in version 5. But if you go to the version 5.1, you can see you can get clear skin. Other images may have something like them, but they are overall better and more sharper as compared to the version 5. So let's take a look at these results. These are the 5.1. The first image is really amazing and it has these unnecessary ears again, but maybe it is a part of their dress. Everything is amazing. The lighting tone and the colors and the scars on the faces and the styles are good. So by looking at all of these examples, we can clearly see that the basic and the worst is the version 4 results. Then in the version 5, it added much more details, but in the newer version 5.1, it added a lot without needing too much details. So we can clearly see that the results in both of them are really good, but the result of the 5.1 have amazing sharpness and the more artistic and pleasant way of artwork as compared to the version 5 of Midjourney. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the Midjourney version 5 and the Midjourney version 5.1. Now, before ending this video, let's give it a last prompt where we can see if the fingers of the images are improved or we still got messed up fingers and objects. So this time we will give imagine, and we have cool, cute, friendly girl enjoying a festive classic 1950s dinner on a Friday night by the artist. And then we will give it again in the version 4. And once all of the progress will be finished, I will continue the video and we will see what is the real difference between them. Or we can also notice the fingers and the other things in the images are still distorted or not in the version 5.1 as they have told us. Alright, so here we have the results right in front of us. This is the version 4, and if we take a look at the images, we can clearly notice few distortions in the eyes of our artworks. So if we see in the first image, we can see these two faces are not perfectly symmetrical or looking good. And in the second one, the eyes of the character is totally messed up, and even the lips from here is distorted. Similarly, these eyes are doable, but if we take a look at the hand of this background person, we can see it is merging with his face, and these are the basic distortions that Midjourney provided since a long time. Here the eyes are messed up. So these are the results of the version 4. Okay, so this is the version 5, and we can see the sharpness is there, and let's zoom in a bit and see the eyes of this girl. So the first eye is good, but the second eye have some kind of unnecessary shines. Similarly, in the background, we can see the face of this lady and other people's are totally messed up and the details are missing. Similarly, if we count the fingers, and we have this thing coming out from the finger, which should be the ear. So in the first image, we got some distortions. Similarly, in the second image, because it has this artistic style, maybe there is a scope for the distortions, but they are not really good. We have this unnecessary text in both of them. And if we take a look at the fourth one, test is the common thing, so let's leave the test. And the third image is still good because we don't have any kind of distortions. Similarly, the fourth image is quite good because the eyes are looking perfect and the faces of background are still, some of them are messed up like this one, and others are good. So this is the result of Midjourney version 5, and this is what we have finally with the Midjourney version 5.1. And if we take a look, the sharpness is really good, comparable to Midjourney 5, but we have extra bit of sharpness to them. The eyes are totally perfect. Everything is really amazing. If you notice the background peoples, they are perfectly in shape. This is a little bit of mess, but all of the persons are really amazing. And if we take a look at above, we can't even see this little girl behind. Similarly, in the second image, if we take a click, we can see there are only two persons, no text is there in the image. So we can clearly say one thing, that Midjourney really worked on removing unwanted, unnecessary text. And the eyes and the expressions of the peoples are also improved. The distortions of the people on the face is improved, and 5.1 is really good. The glass, straw, and the fingers really awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth. The fourth finger is behind some kind of tissue papers, but the things are perfect. On this hand, if we take a look, still we got some kind of little bit mess. So it may take more time to version 6 or version 5.2. You have to wait, but 5.1 is really amazing to work with. We can see in the images 3 and 4, the eyes of the artworks are really improved a lot. And in all of the fourth artworks, these are perfectly designed. Even if we take a look at the background peoples, we can see their faces are properly in the shape. None of them are messing as compared to our previous examples, and they are perfectly fine. So this is the basic difference between the Midjourney 4, 5 and the 5.1. And as they told that they have improved the sharpness and unwanted distortions in the images, they have successfully removed them to a lot of the extent. But there is still a little bit scope for improvement, and maybe they will improve it in the future. So this is all for this video, where we have seen some of the latest update of Midjourney version 5.1. So if you like this video, then make sure to share it with your friends who want to learn about the latest AI tools. Make sure to give it a thumbs up so that I can produce much more high quality content. Subscribe to this channel, because I will provide you much more videos like this if you subscribe it, and it really motivates me to create amazing kind of content. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.